Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nifilza Bintuan Bahudin and my matrix number is CE21050. So for the introduction is, for our group project, we had undergone numerical analysis, which is we have select our title for this project, which is System of Linear Equations, and we need to identify an authentic engineering problem with different numerical methods. A system of linear equation is when we have two or more linear equations working together. Our group has chosen the method of Gauss elimination method and Gauss elimination method with pivoting to calculate the completing process to uplift three differences load at the same height. For the method, in this assignment, we need to create a situation of engineering problems related to the topic and should solve the problems created with using two methods. Our method we're using was Gauss elimination method with pivoting and non-pivoting. So for the question is, there is a machine uplift the three differences load at the same height. Each of it got a differences in time for completing the process. The parameter we measure is weight of each load and times for lifting is at the value were all experimental. The time taken and weight of the load lift of the machine can be seen in the table 2.1. So for the load over the time interval is in the range of 10 until 22 is expressed as Ft equal to At to the power of 2 plus Bt plus C. So we need to do the manual calculation and MATLAB coding for the both methods. The solution is by finding the value of A, B and C respectively. We should substitute the values from the table first into the quadratic equation before apply the Gauss theorem methods. The quadratic equation will look like below. So this is the matrix form, which is for the R1 we have 110, 1 equal to 116.8. For the R2 we have 484, 22, 1 equal to 289.2, and for the R3 we have 324, 18 and 1 equal to 187.2.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Razita Rigoh binti Razlan and I'm going to explain about manual calculation system of linear equation. The formula that we use to answer this question is Gauss elimination method, and from the question is 116.8 equal to 100 A1 plus 10 A2 plus A3. Next, 209.2 equal to 484 A1 plus 22 A2 and plus A3. And the last one is 187.2 equal to 324 A1 plus 18 A2 plus A3. For answer this question, we're going to make from the step 1, which is make it in an augmented form, which is we insert all the value into matrix form, and we're gonna go for step 2, which is eliminate x1 from R2, and then minus 484 over 100 R1 plus R2, where we're gonna get that R1 and R2 that I already wrote that R1 is at the first column, R2, and the last one R3. Then we insert all the value into the calculation step, which is A21 equal to minus 484 over 100 times 100 plus 84 equal to 0, and then A22 equal to minus 484 over 100 times 10 plus 22 equal to negative 26.4. Next one is A23 equal to minus negative 484 over 100 times 1 plus 1, then we will get negative 3.84. And the last one for B1 equal to negative 484 over 100 times 160.8 plus 289.2 equal to negative 276.112. So for the next step, eliminate x1 from R3. So the step is same as before. So the answer for the A31 is 0, A32 we will get negative 14.4, A33 is negative 2.24, and the last one is B3. The answer is negative 191.232. So the next step is eliminate x2 from R3, which is we put all the value that we got into this new metric form with the same method, the calculation. And for the first one, we get A32 equal to 0, A33 we get negative 0.1455, B3 got negative 40.6255. And then we put all the value that we got into matrix number. Then we use calculator to get the answer of x1, x2, x3, and the final answer is x1 is 1.2764, x2 is negative 26.4776, and the last one is x3 equal to 253.9375. So right now I'm going to explain about MATLAB simulation. As we can see on the screen here, we already transferred the value from the question, which is for A 100, 10, 1, semicolon 484, 22, 1, semicolon 324, 18 and 1. For the B value, it is 116.8, 289.2 and 187.2. For the rest, we let this MATLAB calculate the value which we already put the command n equal to length and x equal to zeros. Next, key in the formula as shown on the command, then we run the software. The answer will pop up on the screen. Finally, the final answer that we got is x1, 1.3913, x2 is negative 30.1540, and the last one is x3, 279.2131. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nadia binti Azman with the number matrix CE21062. So today I will be present for manual calculation with the solution of Gauss elimination method with pivoting. So first of all, we know that there's a difference between Gauss elimination method only and Gauss elimination method with pivoting. So the difference is first of all, we need to rewrite the equation first for R1, R2 and R3, and then we need to swap R2 and R1, which is R2 will be placed at R1, R1 will be placed at R2. So next step is we need to eliminate x1 from R2. So we use the formula negative A21 over A11 R1 plus R2. So after we use that formula, so A21 we got 0, A22 we got 5.4555, and A23 we got 0.7934. For B2 we got 57.0479. So we need to rewrite the equation for the change of row 2. So next we need to eliminate x1 from R3. We use the formula negative A31 over A11 R1 plus R3. So the answer of A31 we got 0, A32 we got 3.2727, A33 we got 0.3306, for B3 we got negative 6.3967. So we need to rewrite the equation for the changes, the answer for R3. And then we need to swap R2 and R3. So means like R3 will be at R2, R2 will be at R3. And then we need to eliminate x2 from R3 using the formula negative A32 over A22 R2 plus R3. So A32 we got 0, A33 we got 0.2423, B3 we got 67.7110. So after we got the answer for A32, A33 and B3, we need to rewrite in equation again. So the final answer for that we need to fill in calculator. So we got for final answer for x1 is 1.3921, x2 we got negative 30.1840, and for x3 is we got 279.4511.
Next, I will present for MATLAB result of Gauss elimination method with pivoting. First, we need to key in the value of equation in MATLAB, and then we write the coding using appropriate method, and then it will end with y equals to x semicolon length x. So after we run the coding, we get this for the answer. So y equals to 167 over 120. Second, negative 181 over 6. That is 2,793 over 10. So that's all from me. Thank you. So for the conclusion is, in the conclusion, we had learned about system of equation. We learned what they are and how they can be solved. It is important to know the three ways in which we can solve system of linear equations. Sometimes substitute is the best method, and sometimes we should use elimination or graphing. Also can conclude that we can solve the numerical problem by using the suitable software such as MATLAB. So for the recommendation, we finally recommend to using the Gauss elimination method with pivoting, because pivoting helps reduce rounding errors. However, the accuracy of the solution may be improved by the partial pivoting, that is by interchanging equation during elimination such that for any I, the diagonal element AII is always the largest element in column I of the remaining submatrix to be eliminated. I think that's all from our group. Thank you for watching.